to talk to y'all about why you should not eat Hershey's or Nestle chocolate anymore. The Ivory Coast is one of the largest suppliers of cocoa in the world. It's very impoverished and it provides about 43% of the world's cocoa. It's very corrupted because of a civil war that went on in 2002 and 2004 and has not been able to recover. Most of the population lives in extreme poverty, and one of the reasons is an estimated 200,000 children are currently being forced to work in the cocoa fields as children slaves. Children are sold by family members to cocoa farmers because the farmers come to them and tell them that the children will be able to have a better life and be able to earn more money and be able to just make a better life for themselves and for their families because they'll be able to send money back to the families. They receive a amount of money up front for when the children are brought to the farms or when the children are taken. But many times the family never receives any money from the children and never see the children again. And then there are other children who are kidnapped from other countries like Mali to be smuggled into the country to work in the cocoa farms. The children work about 14 to 16 hours a day, and they work very hard. They do very hard labor. They spend most of the time, because they're so small, climbing the cocoa trees to cut down the pods with large machetes, and they work to spread pesticides on all the cocoa trees, and it's very dangerous pesticides. They're doing it by hand, and so they then get sick from those pesticides, and the actual work that they're doing to get the cocoa, the pods are about this size, and inside of them is where the actual cocoa that is used is stored. And to open it, they're extremely hard shells, and it takes about, for a small 7-year-old, which is a large majority of the workforce in the cocoa fields, it takes them 4 or 5 cracks with a very large machete to be able to open it. And many of the children are covered in scars from machetes and from beatings. The children, it's just like any other slave labor, they're treated very badly and are forced to stay on the field, on the farm for a lot of times their whole lives or for close to it. Hershey's and Nestle are two of the biggest chocolate suppliers in the world, and they have many smaller subsidies that you don't know are connected to them. They haven't done a ton to persuade the farmers that they use to not use slave labor because of some, I'm gonna say it, bad light that's been shown on them. People are now aware of what's been going on, and so they've been working a little bit more to stop the concern, but it's still hasn't been doing much. So an alternative to chocolate from Nestle's is chocolate that has a Rainforest Alliance certified or has been fair traded. These can be bought in Kroger's and in Whole Foods, and they are guaranteed that they're not used with slave labor. So